I don't know what's going on, y'all. I ain't used to this phone, but I never seen what happened before, just before I came on here. A whole lot of other stuff was up here that I had never seen before. And I don't know. It's weird. Something is going on, I tell you. And one question I wanted to ask someone else. If you're watching like YouTube and you don't touch your television for a while, will your television shut off? Lately here, I'll say about the last 2 weeks, my television has been cutting its own self off. I mean, actually go OFF. Yeah. If I'm not doing anything, if say for instance, I have been sleeping, and then I wake up, my television is off because a lot of times I'll fall asleep on the television. You don't realize what time you're going to sleep. You just go to sleep. Well, I don't anyway. Let me speak for myself. And then I wake up, my television is off, and if I don't do any, it's like almost like your computer, but your computer doesn't go off unless you shut it down. But your computer will go to sleep and the screen goes black. But this TV, both of my TVs started doing the same thing. I said, is this something new? Because the one in my living room does it as well. It just, if I'm not doing anything, like for instance, I'm sitting here right now, okay? I'm right here. It's frozen. I'm not doing any activity or nothing on television. Okay, if I sit here for long enough, I don't know how long it takes before it actually shuts down, but it will shut off by itself. And my TV in my bedroom as well. And my sister, like, she couldn't believe it. I said, well, because she doesn't have the same Fire Stick that I got. I got the Fire Stick that turns your television on. This button. I ain't trying to school y'all because I'm quite sure a lot of you got the same one. But this is the button that can turn my TV on right here. And the other Fire Stick that I had to use the remote that came with the TV. Are you following me? But still, I've had this remote for, oh my goodness, maybe 2 years, because I had the old one at first, and then something happened to the other one, so I got another one, which I like this one better. You can control the sound with it, up and down sound, change the channel and all that blah, blah, with this one remote. You control your whole TV with this, except if you want to go to like your local channel, that's when this old remote comes in. You got the input. You got to put the input there. But I started to noticing that, and I was thinking that maybe there's a ghost in the house. But then one day, this has been going on, like I said, that I've been noticing maybe 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, but I never mentioned it until I was talking to my sister the other day, and I asked her, did that happen to her? But of course, she doesn't have the same remote. But what puzzles me is this is a real old TV right here, and the one in my bedroom is right behind it because I got both of those TVs when I first moved here. They're both, I think this one might be a few months old. This one in here, this one here with the big frame. You see that big frame around there? That means it's old. And so it might be a couple of months older than the one in my bedroom. But they're both basically about the same age. So that's what's going on with the TVs, y'all. I don't know what's going on with yours, but mine is very spooky. Anyway, I came up here to tell you, I just woke up not too long ago, but I feel pretty good. I went to my eye doctor today, so I'm still a little dilated. And let me tell you what happened. I waited. It was ridiculous. The time I spent in that doctor's office, it was pitiful because I was about ready to break camp, okay? It was. I was feeling pitiful. I had to use the bathroom. I didn't know where the bathroom was. The nurse, well, whoever those techs are, the ones that come in there and do your eyes and all that kind of stuff before you actually get to see the doctor. You don't really see the doctor for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. He's in and out of there. They do all the work, you know what I'm saying? But after I got my eyes, I went, to get my eyes examined by the lady. They take you to this room for that room for that. You got to hold the clicker to tell them, so they can see how many dots you see every time you see a light, up or down or somewhere on the screen. You got to, you know, y'all probably been through that same thing. Those of you who get your, eyes checked. And so I had already gone through that, looked to the lens and see what letters I could see, what row I could, I went through all the preliminary things that you do when you go for an eye exam. And then at the very end, she dilates my eyes. This is before the doctor come in there. I guess so he can get a good close-up look at you. And anyway, I waited for a long time before, it was a long time before I could see the doctor. And I had asked the tech, I guess you call them a tech, I don't know what you call them, next to a nurse, I guess, I don't know, for the eyes. She, like I said, she's the one that does all the other stuff. And where's the bathroom? Somebody was in the bathroom. I waited, and I'm having to go. Even though I didn't have any coffee or anything like that, but I did take a diuretic, hydrothiazide before I had went. But they don't usually affect me like that. Little 2 point whatever it is. And anyway, she said it's in use right now, the one in that particular area. I could have gone out of the area and used the, another bathroom. Of course, that big place, they got more than one. But I was already there and, waiting for the doctor. And so she says, somebody's in there. And then she says, well, they shouldn't be in there too much longer. And so I'm going to go and look to see, I'm sitting in right directly almost, I could see through the door, but the doors are automatic doors. But there's a window in the door. And the bathroom is right there to this automatic door, but I could still see if somebody comes out of there. So I'm sitting in that room in this chair, that's not that comfortable actually, and I don't see anybody coming out. And so then the nurse went in there and checked. I said, I really do have to go to use the ladies' room. And so she said, somebody's still in there. I'm like, how long do you stay in a doctor's office bathroom? Normally, I don't have to go because I don't like to use public toilets. I don't know why, I just don't. I like to use my own toilet. And so I'm still sitting there. I'm really getting uncomfortable. Don't get me wrong, I'm protected. But, just because you're protected, you don't want to, you know what I'm trying to say without saying it. Read between the lines, y'all. And so after a while, I think I must have sat there about 20 minutes. And this person, I ain't seen anybody come out of there. And so the other nurse, the first nurse that I had, so when she came in there, and she says, are you looking for the bathroom? I said, yeah, I think somebody's still in there. She said, no, not this long, I don't think. So she said, let me check. And lo and behold, she went to check, and the bathroom was empty. And I said, here I am sitting there with this discomfort and all this time, but I actually did not see anybody come out of that bathroom. But anyway, I finally got to do that. But yet and still, I'm waiting for this doctor to show up. I had never met him before because I used to have another doctor prior to him. She was a lady doctor, but she left that particular office and went somewhere else. I don't know. I guess she's still in the hospital somewhere. I don't know. And so I'm waiting, I tell you. I got there first and foremost. My appointment was at 9:30, but I arrived about 10 minutes to 9. And so the check-in lady tells me, she says, well, you're really early for your appointment. I'm going to put down like 9:15. I said, okay, well, sometimes when you go to your appointment, you know how they'll see you earlier if you go early? Well, that didn't happen today, y'all. That was a no. And so I'm still sitting there waiting for this doctor. And then I said to myself, the heck with this thing, I'm breaking camp. And so I got up to get ready to go out, and the doctor's coming down the hallway telling him, I'm getting ready to come right here. Okay, today was his lucky day because I was getting the heck out of here, okay? Because enough was enough, y'all. And I have patience, but this was ridiculous. I was in that doctor's office for because I was early. But my actual wait, even though it still would have been like 2 hours for an eye exam, which they had told me, on the visitation thing on my chart. They said that the visit would probably last about an hour and 15 or hour and a half. They did say that on the chart, because you got to get dilated and all this blah, blah, that, blah, 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 blah. Plus, they're checking for glaucoma in my eye. But you know what? And so, lo and behold, the doctor came in and I had a good report. He wants me to get some glasses. I got to get new glasses. Well, it's about time I got some new glasses because I've been wearing these same glasses, I don't know how many years. And I was told before when I got the cataracts that I didn't have to wear glasses, that I could do without them. But the doctor did, even back then, she suggested I get some. Matter of fact, she wrote a prescription for me that I never got filled. Progressive lens or something like that. And I never got them filled, because I told her, I said I'm on the computer a lot. And then I found out, I think they were 120. I forgot how much those things cost, the progressive lens. And I said to myself, I'm just going to wear my other glasses that I had, and that's what I've been doing. These glasses are old, but I still use them when I'm on my computer. And so when the doctor wrote my prescription today, and I asked him, I said, well, are those the progressive lenses? And he says, well, actually, you can get them, and you can get the bifocals, or you can get the progressive. He said, either one, whenever you go to get the prescription filled. I said, oh, wow, I'm hoping that they're not going to cost me anything, because if they do, I'm not getting them. Because I can see you just like you see me. But anyway, I'm so glad I kept my appointment. The day was beautiful, gorgeous, and I had all these plans that I was going to do, y'all. After I got through with my appointment, oh no, I can't, because I can't see, first of all. I can see, but I can't see. Let me retract that. I can see, but I can't see that well. And I kept going like this. I had my sunglasses on, but I didn't have the darker ones. I should have taken the darker. The darker the lens, the better when you get yourself dilated, believe me. Because the brightness is like, oh my God, you can't see. I tried to ride with the shadow. I ended up crashing my scooter. Well, I ran off the curb with my scooter. I heard something scraping. My scooter was scraping on the side of the sidewalk. I said, oh, shoot. Then it wouldn't go. I had to get up, take the brake off, push it up. And then it started. It didn't break it or anything. To my surprise and amazement, it was not broken. I would have been in trouble. I would have had to call somebody. And so I just drove slow, and I tried to, drive on the side of the street where the shadows were, so I wouldn't be out there in that bright light. Because, it was like, oh, God. It was horrible, y'all. The old girl was so pitiful. And so the old girl, she finally got home. Took her much longer to get home because I'm driving slow. And everybody was out because it was such a lovely, gorgeous day. The weather was perfect. But I slowly drove on home. And, I had all these plans that I was going to do because I was already out, from the doctor's office. And I said I should, this is what I'm thinking when I left home. Because I did have my other pair of darker sunglasses. And then I said, I don't want to wear these. I don't wear my other glasses. And so I was whining to myself, And so that's what I did. But I had no idea that these glasses were nothing against this, dilated eyes. So if y'all go, especially if you're out there, you got to drive yourself. or try to get yourself home, which I could have called my ride. You know, they would have put my scooter right in there, you know, like they usually do. But I said, no, we're going to make it home. We're going to go home. And that's what I did. I just took after I crashed, I just took my time, you know, went home. And I tried to stay, like I said, I tried to stay out of the sun. I kept doing like this every now and then. I think people thought something was wrong with me, which there was, you know. They better look out. Because if you hit somebody with this bad boy over here, this old buzz around going, you know, with force, a lot of force, this buzz around will knock you down. Yeah, it really will. Because it ain't budging. If you on it, it's not going to go nowhere. You know, like, you have to stop it. If it bumps into you, which I did bump into my nephew almost. I did actually bump into him, but it wasn't going full force. It was a little bit. It left a little, you know how your skin gets a little white when you sort of scratch, you know, like that, something like that. And so it didn't break his skin or nothing like that. But, you know, he didn't sue me or anything. That's the time I just paid him off. I gave him $5. Yeah, he got paid that day. And speaking of bucks, somebody asked me, I think it was a lady. It was a cross between a lady and a gentleman. I tell you the truth, I don't know which one. I think it was a lady, though. She said, excuse me, miss. She says, I'm so hungry. She said, can you, like, spare a little something so I can buy me a bag of potato chips? I gave her $2. You know, that's... I feel bad. Like I said, I really do feel bad because some of those people are legit and some are not. But this one, she didn't look like she was run down or she didn't, well, you know, you can't always go by looks. I know this lady was a stone alcoholic, but she looked just as pretty as anybody you want to see every day. And then some people look bad. You know, I look bad when I drink. I just look real bad. Yeah, everything get drunk. The hair, the face, the everything. The eyes are bugging and my mouth is a flapping. But if she was on something, she sure didn't look like it. I mean, she really didn't if you want to go by looks. Yeah. But anyway, I hope she was telling the truth. And I hope she enjoyed the $2 and got her some chips. She could have got her some chips. Usually I just give $1. But something on my heart, I gave her 2. I almost gave her 5. Because that's what I had in my purse. And, you know, I don't carry money. But I happened to have that. I had a $2 bill and 2 $1 bills and $5 bill. But I said, nah, I didn't give him my $5 bill. And then I wanted to stop by Popeyes, you know, because all that stuff is on its way when I'm coming home. I wanted to stop by Popeyes. I said, my best bet is to go home. Just make it to the house. Make it to your house and be good with whatever you got in there. And so that's what I did. I came home, cooked me some tater tots, and I cooked me 2 eggs. 2 eggs. I was hungry. That doctor was exhausting my nerves and my appetite. But I did have a little bowl of cereal, you know, before I left and everything, took my medication and what have you. But, you know, sometimes I just feel like the wait in the doctor's office today, it's just ridiculous how they got you waiting around like that. You know, it's like you're there just to make them more money. But it's getting to be pathetic because they're cramming too many people in there. And the wait, I'm telling you, I was about ready, like I said, I was about ready to break camp, y'all. And I wasn't just whistling Dixie, okay? Because when I'm getting ready to go, I'm serious now. I'm tired of waiting on you, doctor. But anyway, I got out. I got home okay. I'm still a little dilated. I can see, you know, I'm cleared up. I couldn't even hardly get on my computer. It was, you know, it was like I couldn't when I came home. First came home. I couldn't play my, how to play games, because I was going to play a few games before I relaxed and, laid down because I was tired, of course. And couldn't do it. Now, this is what I just noticed, that this is what's happening with my TV right now. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they do before it go. I think that's what it does before it goes out. Now I don't know how long. It probably waits a while, and then it'll just go off. If you say anybody watching it, I'm going to get the heck out of here. But anyway, y'all, I'll tell you, I'm so glad I got a good report, because it scares me sometimes, because they keep talking about glaucoma, glaucoma. But the doctor gave me a good report, and I felt really good. Speaking of let me see something. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness, I forgot. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot my prescription. I had it in the basket of my scooter. This is a prescription? Let me see. Look, this is a prescription. Hello? And how you doing, prescription? The heck is this? It looks like a receipt. Lord have mercy. Wait a minute. Oh, my God. I didn't even look at this thing. I was so ready to get the heck out of here. I'm going to look at it in a few minutes. And then I got this came out of the mailbox, too. All this I threw it right in my basket. This is a Nielsen thing. And I filled out one before, but then they want me to answer, talking about my name, my address. I ain't giving them all that, so I didn't even return it. Matter of fact, I put it in the trash. I ain't opened this one yet, but I'm going to open it when I get off here. And on that note, I go with love, and I'll see you again soon.